Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Kozakiewicz and I'm here today to give you 3 tips, tricks, advice, practical, not just conceptual, about how to increase or how to better manage your mental health, your well-being, your emotions, and potentially with these 3 you can flourish more often. And these tips and tricks are the same ones that I focus on with people that are new in this space to people that are well-versed and experienced in this space. The 3 tips are attention, the body, and appreciation. So first tip, attention. Are you even paying attention right now? Because the science tells us about 46.9% of the time, so rounding up 50% of the time, we aren't paying attention to the task at hand. Our mind wanders. We get distracted. How often have we been told by teachers, by parents, by society, by our bosses to pay attention, to focus? Come on, concentrate. Why can't you? Growing up with ADHD, attention deficit disorder, I noticed how difficult it is to pay attention. How often are we taught to pay attention, how the mind works, how concentration works? We've gotten so good at being distracted, so good at multitasking, that this has become a norm, this has become a habit. So my first tip, my first trick is to pay attention. And every time that you notice your mind wandering, you're being pulled somewhere else, acknowledge that, notice that, and gently and kindly bring your attention back. That's how we train the attention muscle. So let's take a short little attention test to see how good we are at paying attention.
To test just how much attention the attention-stealing design of the new Skoda Fabia actually steals, we left one parked on this ordinary road in West London. We wanted to see if its sharp crystalline shapes, bold lines, and lower, wider profile would attract the desired level of attention. Will the 17-inch black alloy wheels stop passers-by in their tracks? Will the angular headlights attract the attention of other road users? Will a crowd gather to check out its fresh, sporty look? Well, not quite. But did the attention-stealing design distract you from noticing that the entire street has been changing right before your very eyes? Don't believe us? Have another look. Did you spot the van changing to a taxi? How about the scooter changing to a pair of bicycles? Or the lady holding a pig? Let alone the fact that the entire street is now completely different. Didn't think so.
I hope you enjoyed the attention test and you perhaps noticed the chimpanzee on top of the building. As you can see, when we pay attention to one thing, we lose on other things. So attention is so important when beginning to manage your emotions, manage your thoughts, work on your well-being. We train our muscles for repetition after repetition. Same with our attention. When you get distracted, when the mind wanders, gently and kindly bring it back. With time and with practice, you will pay better attention. And we're practicing all the time, so just take advantage of that. Second tip, the body. Keep the body in mind. See if even as you talk, as you listen, as you do different things in your day, keep the body in mind. You might be thinking, hey, Patrick, you told me to pay attention to one thing at a time, and now you're telling me to pay attention to the body. Isn't that multitasking? Actually, there's 2 distinct neural networks in the brain that allows us to keep attention on the body as we speak and as we listen. Why is that important? Well, the body is constantly telling us certain things. The body wants to live, it wants to function, it wants us to thrive. But often we aren't paying attention to the body. We're sitting for hours and hours without movement. Our eyes are glued to a screen without stretching the eyes, exercising. Maybe we're not eating the best of foods. Maybe we're not moving enough. Maybe there's all these sensations in the body when I'm emotional or when I'm having these thoughts that I don't even pick up. And perhaps in the future, if we're not noticing, then more extreme things can happen that hopefully we can prevent if we just paid attention more to the body. So I don't just want to make this conceptual, right? This is about experiential learning, about the full body experience when we're learning. So right now, perhaps closing the eyes if you're okay with that, just so you can pay better attention to the body. And see where in the body right now you can sense something most vividly. Perhaps it's your feet making contact with the floor, your hands, maybe the chest, maybe the breath. And even as I talk and you listen, can you notice how you can still pay attention to the body and still process the information I am saying? So opening the eyes if they have been closed. Second tip, keep the body in mind. And when we are experiencing lots of that thought, lots of the rumination, especially if it's emotionally charged and it's negative, it's stressful, it's anger, it's fear, we can perhaps break the chain, break the train, break the autopilots and the conditioning of the mind by bringing our attention back to the body, to the breath. So practice that. The third tip and final tip that I'm going to leave you with today is appreciation. Yeah, we can all conceptually understand appreciation, right? Oh, it's good to appreciate. But often appreciation or the pleasant things are like Teflon. They don't really stick to us. We've evolved to have this negativity bias and pay more attention, give more weight and more emphasis to the bad things. It's like Velcro with the unpleasant. So with this next exercise, perhaps we can shift more from Velcro with the unpleasant to Velcro with the pleasant. And appreciation, according to the psychology and the research, really helps us develop more compassion, more engagement, better manage our emotions, and increase our mental well-being. So what I'd like for you to do is make a connection with your body. Hold your hands, grab your finger, give yourself a hug, put your hands on your laps. We want to sense touch, if possible. And if that's not a possibility right now, maybe go back to your anchor, to your breath, to the feet, or anywhere else in the body. If you'd like, you can close your eyes again. And bring to your mind right now one thing that you appreciate in this room you're currently in. Perhaps a cup of tea, a painting, the internet working. And as you think, as you reflect, as you pay attention to what you appreciate, do you notice anything happening in the body? Any emotions or sensations that arise? Seeing if you can appreciate with the body as a whole. All right, opening the eyes if they have been closed. Not just conceptual learning, experiential learning. So 3 tips I'm leaving you with. Pay attention, work on your attention, it's crucial. take care of your body, listen to your body, keep your body in focus. And third, appreciate. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all.